I was advertised a late start instead of starting basically on time. Holy Moses. Here we are.
Dire team back.
Hello everybody and welcome to the unticketed game. God damn it!
No offense.
Oh well.
Radiant team back.
Welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 16, Week 4. Today we're looking at the Cryptic team taking on the Roxyroro team, as Mr. Matty Boy has unfortunately suffered a ruptured being able to be here, and has now been replaced by Rada, who some of you might remember as the winning captain Season 12, and making that bracket Season 13. This team's...
Professional Dota 2 caster. Yeah.
Also, yeah, some of you probably know him better for that. So definitely an interesting pickup for this team, which is part of why I wanted to do this, even though we've already covered both these teams live. Because I think the addition of Rada here might really change a lot of things. This team's biggest sticking point has been organization. And that could be fun. That could be fun to see how that changes the whole equation. Speaking of equations, with me here today is the Doctor of Dota, Randy.
Yes, I'm here.
And Mr. Stand-in himself, Vex. What's going on, Vex?
Yo, what up?
What happened?
Radiant
Oh, they really
team
were just taking that long to... I was thinking maybe somebody was like, oh, remake lobby because of the ticket thing, but nope. Nobody cares.
So time's going down.
We're probably the only ones that...
Wait, this is actually unticketed or what?
Yes.
It's unticketed,
Yeah.
Do so first, man. What's Roxy gonna play?
5 seconds
Play
remaining.
Sun or something, I'm sure. Spendro.
Dire team pick.
Very meta
Radiant
bans
team
from the part of the Cryptic lineup. Very cryptic bans from the Roxyroro lineup, and I like that idea of knocking out 2 of the Cryptic classics and then picking one up yourself.
No one banned Spiritbreaker. Interesting.
True. But with Matty Boy gone, can you really even expect them to pick Spiritbreaker anymore? Silencer. Okay, that's interesting.
I think I can expect anyone to play Spiritbreaker, but
That's super meta.
Undying also equally meta though. Silencer first pick, kinda interesting.
Yeah, I don't think you would do that unless you had something specific in mind with the pick,
5 seconds
which is
remaining.
fascinating.
Dire team pick.
Oh,
And we're going to be picking up Cryptic Hero here. Gonna get the Dazzle. So now we've got both the supports picked out on the Cryptic lineup. Not
I don't like these supports in this place actually. Don't like the 6-7
seconds remaining.
Silencer Dazzle. These are heroes
The-
that need to be picked
5
later, I
seconds
think.
remaining.
Yeah, the
Dire
Silencer here, I'm not that big of a fan of. The Dazzle here I'm okay with. The only thing you're really worried about on Dazzle is Axe, and
And 8 pickaxe is pretty common, I think.
yeah. But I don't think that is very much out of the wheelhouse of DVD. I don't think that's just
Really?
that's just not how he
I
likes to
thought
play.
every
puzzles.
offlaner played axe. But
Well, DVD likes to play heroes that no offlaner plays, and he
Yeah,
does
he
do
played the Winter
well.
Wyvern a couple weeks ago. Maybe
He-
last week. I don't
Yeah, he
remember when
does.
that was.
Yeah, well, it was last week. He does enjoy. Like, he does do well on the more conventional offlaners, but it's just not like how he likes to play the game. He likes to go with the more wacky types. Maybe that's just what inspires him.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean,
oh,
hey,
they got
it's
the
the
draw
LD,
Undying at least.
it's the Learn Dota 2 League. You know, if it's if you're making bracket anyway, right? Why not
Dire
throw
team
some stuff at
back.
the wall, see what sticks? Getting rid of the Storm Spirit. You picked the Silencer first phase. You're banning Storm Spirit. That's really
Radiant
interesting.
team back.
Protecting the hell out of the Drow there with these bans. Getting rid of the Anti-Mage, getting rid of the Vaseless Void. It's good sound strategy. Last time we saw the Roxyroro Drow Ranger, It was protected very well, positioned very well, and unusually for a really, I don't want to say a first-time
5 seconds
Paz-1
remaining.
player, but for the first season as a Paz-1 player, he actually had a very disproportionately good performance. Cryptic lineup is going to get rid of the axe here, just in case. You don't want to let that through.
Really good
An
with
AA,
these
right? Like,
Undying
this is-
Spirit Breaker heroes.
If you're ban AX, you should also ban AA.
Radiant team ban.
Oh, shoutouts to Mariel, who's joined us in chat today. Tidehunter ban.
Odds for A though, I don't think they'll do it, but
Yeah, it would be. It would have to be. You would either be sending Silence or AA mid, and neither of those are the most ideal thing against a seasoned
I mean,
mid player like Adam.
Against
no,
that.
no, no, yeah. I mean, if they have to pick it, it's 4A.
That's true.
Not
Just
like
assuming-
against a. Yeah, I got a
Undying,
back.
so, like, probably an open position if they want something to counter the Dazzle. If they don't care, they don't have to, but
Remaining.
It does. You do have the added
5
trick that
seconds
most
remaining.
things that counter the dazzle are also themselves countered by the silencer. Which does make these first two support picks a little bit more interesting in that capacity. Like, you know, you're not going to beat Dazzle in a by right clicking whoever he's on, right? You really ideally want to get some spells either to shut his own output down or to be able to break through the Dazzle ult. Or just like stop his heals or whatever. You're gonna want spells. Silencer doesn't like using spells. It's an interesting scenario. Of course, they're gonna go with the Dragon Knight and get me to flame the hell out of them in a week I wanted to say good things about them.
That's not good.
FBK
I don't like it. He
It's
will
like a
be
couple
every week in like lane to like level 4 or 5, I think.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they're picking it into Drow, which is really interesting to me. Like, you know you're gonna be laning against Drow.
Drow on Dying Lane should get easy kills on this guy, I
Yeah.
think.
It's gonna be him and Silencer as well, which might change things, but I don't know, I just can't see it being that much in his favor.
Fortunately, it's not a defensive support. You kind of need a defensive support with you in lane.
Which is interesting. You know, Rada is most likely replacing Matty on the 3. And I think the natural assumption to make would be run the Primal Beast here, right? I mean, it's pretty good against what they've got so far. Be good against this, too. Not like Primal Beast is a great hero, but I mean, that's clearly not the standard we're looking at here. They picked DK.
It's a Rada's playing support, right?
No, Rada's playing 3.
Playing 3? So who's playing?
Meph is playing 3, right? Like,
Meph was playing 1 at the start of the season, or playing 3 at the start of the season, but switched to 1 part of the way through.
Oh, interesting.
Alright, we'll see what happens. So we have a Legion, by the way, who's like the most meta hero in the game right now.
It's
TH.
interesting that the LC so far in this game looks like trash. We've already seen people overestimate the LC. We had an Otto von Bismarck LC game last week where he got 0 duel wins and 1 duel loss. So.
Dire team ban.
Okay, well, it was almost going to be a total Dogwater LC game, and then they picked something that's actually good into for it, which is interesting. I guess they're really counting on the Dazzle and Silencer to be able to shut her down, but... Yeah, I mean... It doesn't...
Get good into it. I mean, like, you can grave the Slurk and he just gets 3 stacks and probably doesn't die. And then he presses ult and kills everybody. It feels like.
That's true, but I mean... It's like, these other guys, you're gonna have...
like he can insta-cancel if anybody else gets dueled with his fucking Shroud, whatever it is, Shard, I think.
That's true, but this guy's... Unlike DK, who's going to be very naturally tanky, you know, it's going to be kind of hard to... Like, if you're not prepared for it when LC starts to duel, you can easily die before anybody can react to it on somebody like Slurk.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna just go for the Dazzle anyway.
The thing is,
More
like,
likely, yeah.
the thing is, because you have to duel the Dazzle first, if you pick a Slurk, you can save the Dazzle. So, like, there's no good dual targets anymore. It's actually a terrible pick for LC.
I guess his Shard, like, saves him, I guess, right? Or...
Yeah, it instantly stops the duel
Yeah,
if Shroud is put on a dual target.
Yeah.
they have to actually buy it, and this team has already done the really good Slark Shard game, don't buy it strategy.
And just Torment or yeah.
But the interesting thing more than any of that is potentially the impact that Silencer has on the LC. Like, you want to know a very easy way you can't duel anyone is if you get into position and you try and then which is a major block, a major blue ball.
I think I would like some more lockdown on the Roxy team. Because right now, their combo just LC duel into Snap
10
Kiss.
seconds remaining.
And like,
And multi-shot,
rest
yeah.
of them just walk up and hit people.
5 seconds
But like,
remaining.
some extra stun, some extra CC from mid.
Yeah, it's been notably a very CC dry season. We saw very little of it last week.
I wouldn't mind
Radiant
Storm,
team pick.
maybe. Less Shark is fine, I guess.
So it's banned, so Flush. Yeah,
Oh, Storm is bad.
More of
Oh,
that,
I
like,
see, I see.
target and area damage and stun, I guess. So they're building harder on duels, which I don't know. Like, if Slark buys short and cancels all your duels,
10
these guys seem
seconds
kind of
remaining.
useless.
Of course, you got 15 minutes to get duel before
5
that happens,
seconds
at
remaining.
minimum. And like I said, last time we saw this lineup, they had a Slark game, awesome Slark Shard game, never bought it, never did Tormentors for it, so...
I would just put the DK mid-air and then pick like a aura offlaner. Because I feel like you need a pipe builder.
God, DK mid. Flame even worse.
I mean, DK's not gonna build pipe, I think, so.
I mean, you can, it's just like... You know, you're losing the little damage you already do. I don't know. Is there really that much wrong with it? You're already not doing any damage anyway.
I don't like it because hero is like pretty item dependent, and you need the Ags, and right now the Ags Manta is like way too good.
Call me a pessimist, but even with Ags Manta, I don't think this hero's good.
Yeah, I mean that's
You might
his
as well.
best build at least.
You can easily just sack the pick, make him stack auras.
That's like his timing. If you go pipe, you have no timing. It's like
Well, even I would say it's very hard to argue even that's a timing.
yeah.
Bringing it out to the very end here. Puck, huh?
Now select your
I
choices.
don't like it. No. Easy dope. Easy draw silence.
Yeah.
Because if Meph doesn't buy short in this game, it's like the worst.
If he gets draw silence once, he's just dead. It's like a 5-6 minute or something. 6 second silence.
Yeah, and Puck
Just
can
gotta
definitely die
self-purge,
within
easy.
that time.
Get a purge easy. Yeah, no.
Like sure he's gonna get a Lincoln's, but like still pretty hard.
Gonna get a Lincoln's, it's not gonna stop the draw silence.
I think they just rally behind Adam this game. 5-maned.
I've still got
Yeah,
these.
like if you can make the game out of reach by the time Slark Shard timing happens, it's a pretty easy game. But if it's like,
But here's the thing, they can never fight into him, is the thing. So you can only run, I think. Like, how are you gonna fight into them?
Yeah, they
Pretty
don't.
hard to fight into them.
I think here's the way I see this game, basically as it stands. This is such a high coordination factor lineup for the Matty Boy team, and even though they did just get Rada on hand, who is, you know, they lose the 3 weeks of experience they had with Matty, and that sucks. They do at least have the silver lining in that this guy is an organization expert. He's done this organization business before. So it could have an impact, a positive impact on their performance. Here's how I see this game going in my head. The fight starts when LC duels Slark before any of his supports are even close to him. You get the global silence, but that doesn't really matter that much because
Oh,
Slark's still going to
Undying's
die in
gonna
the duel
die, maybe?
anyway. Yep. Goodbye Undying, and it's going to be the Black Otter Undying as well, by the way. Interesting,
Well,
SP was
+1
unpicked. They
Matty.
did not,
Alright.
they
My
did not go
first
for
one.
that.
Blood. I've been wanting to say that since this all began.
That's a start they need, actually.
Yeah, that's a very good way to
They
start.
really need to snowball off of lanes. If they don't snowball off of lanes, this game looks rough, I think.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, I think the puck was too single-mindedly picked. It feels like it was picked specifically for the Leshrac. To a degree, the Snapfire. But those are, like... I guess the better way to say it is, those would not have been the big threats if you did not pick the puck. Like...
I don't think it's really easy to jump their backlines. Like, they have
No.
Tombstone, they have Lesh, they have, like, so much.
The battle begins.
Snapfire isn't exactly chopped liver either. She is one of the
Yeah,
tankier
it's
supports.
Strength hero. Oh, sorry, Universal hero, so...
Adam is dead.
Oh,
Adam's dead.
+2 edgy.
Alright, I mean, this is what they need.
Our Eon.
and everyone tips him. I mean, everyone tips him. But yeah, it is an unfortunate scenario where the absolutely only way, really anybody in the entire core lineup except DK, who barely counts, survives a duel, is with the intervention of the supports. If the supports can't intervene, every duel is going to win. Every duel that happens when Dazzle is dead, or that happens when Grave is on cooldown, and every duel that gets to pop out and doesn't get blocked by Global, it's going to win. They don't even need the Snapfire ult. I'm pretty confident. Unless Slark were like Super Balls, which I mean he might. He's already kind of starting looking like that. Oh my god, 11 HP.
Try harder.
Unless Slark's Super Balls, or unless LC like really falls apart, like this guy's squishy. This guy depends on his abilities to survive, and he can't do that when he's being dueled. Not the best situation. Puck, same story. Very squishy, relies on abilities. Can't do that when you're dueled. Which definitely means Dazzle's going to have a very simple job this game. Just be somewhere, like, be around the closest core to LC at any time, and don't ever be anywhere else, or else you have no game.
Steve, looking in trouble here.
Yeah.
+3 edgy.
Wow.
The start they need.
+4 edgy. Nice
Okay.
body block.
Alright,
Nope,
that's unfortunate.
does not get the stack. So far, mid is a complete stomp in Adam's favor. He is up many last hits. He
That's
is.
true. Oh my god. Puck has 3 less
Oh,
hits.
holy, 13 last hits.
He was dead again, by the way.
Oh, this
God.
is bad. Alright.
Well, I guess.
I mean, they're supposed to win this game, but if this happens, then I don't know. Guess it's the
Yeah.
walk of shame now.
the only
really
downside for the
Oh, okay.
for the cryptic lineup is
Adam is
that
winning mid though.
yep, Carp is going down to. Drow is about to get. Okay, Drow's not going to get that kill. It's going to be Undying, but gets the Silencer up at top. One unfortunate thing about Silencer in this lane is that there's absolutely no kill potential here unless Roxy gets really out of position. So you're probably not going to see many stolen int stacks coming out of the lane for Silencer this game. Which is small when you're a support Silencer. It doesn't mean that much, but it would have been nice, you know? Just not going to stop them from going for something here anyway. Growth, all they do is a little damage. Adam right now is about half a level ahead of Puck. Gee, this is really rough. It feels like this Puck just exists to just make a Leshrac sad, but it's not even doing that. Tombstone.
The problem is this Puck needs items to come online. He needs the Linkens, he needs like to do
Rada.
damage.
Rada didn't even attack the tombstone there. He just kind of.
This lane is going exactly how you would think.
Meth is gonna be so pissed if this game ends like it's looking like it's gonna be.
Both off lanes are getting caved in. What can you do?
Yep. Both off lanes are getting caved in, and mid is also getting caved
Help is
in.
missing.
It's a one-way street, though. They're not both getting caved in. That would definitely be funny, but it's not happening. Adam's half-level lead still underway here. It's already looking like this is going to be the Slark 1v5 experience. Alright, interesting cookie. Shoutouts to
He needs
Pages
to buy some regen.
for missing that cookie big time.
Oh
What a
no,
putz.
DOD, what are you doing?
Alright.
Fortunate.
Someone needs to buy regen in this lane.
What do you mean? Snapfire has a magic wand. That's regen.
Yeah, just pass your one to your offlaner.
True. Hey,
Well,
you know
block it.
the LC
mid?
has
Almost.
LC has a regen ability.
Yeah. She kinda needs mana for it though, which she didn't have.
At the very least, the last hits in the top lane are fairly equivalent, but the Drow leading the Dragon Knight for denies pretty heavily. This is interesting. It's hard to know what the hell this game is gonna be made into, because on both teams, the hardest person to deal with is the one that's popping off, and everyone else is just kind of crumbling around them. Shut the Drow. Drown's doing good. She's not the hardest person on this team. She's doing alright. But the lane she's got, it's not like super exceptional. Looks like this is going to be the tale of two individuals in this game. It's going to be the Meth versus Adam Classic. It's going to make this a lot harder to call with any reasonable accuracy.
Slark outskills Lesh, so if they have equivalent games, like the Lesh has about 15 minutes to win, and Slark will just start stomping.
True, but I think Lesh is in a better position to
I think-
get his
yeah,
team
I
to
think
the point where they
Slark-
can like do things.
Slark can't man fight this game. It's like really fucking hard. Like this hero wants to man fight and it's like
Yeah.
into this lineup it's like really hard.
Okay, this is interesting. Puck is running in on bot.
Nice
The grave? The grave? Holy lives.
Roxy's here.
Roxy's still here, both with 7-10 split goes right down the
They're
middle.
all here. Oh my god, 5 TPs.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Meth loses a streak to Adam, which that ain't good.
That's pretty big. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Or at least he has 6 stolen agi. He has 6 stolen agi and has already basically knocked the LC out of this game. You remember earlier when I was like, yeah, the LC, you know, even without the support, if she gets to duel off, if Dazzle's not there, she's gonna win it. Yeah, that's gone. That's not happening anymore. This was way too much of a curb stomp in this lane for that to be the case.
Yeah, not if you feed Slark alone,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Drow taking the twin gates back home. That's given Dragon Knight the chance to
Tower is under attack.
recuperate a little bit and is now leading the last hits. Puck is not even coming back to mid. Puck wants nothing more to do with this man, which is not good.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
See, he's going right for Bloodstone. Already has his point booster. Already has his
Radiant structures are fortified.
Blast and Blueberry.
Dire's
You're looking at
structures
Roxy.
are fortified.
He's coiled. He's
Alright.
dead.
Radiant's
good.
middle tower is under attack.
Now still on it for Silencer, which is slightly sad, but what are you gonna do?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Mid T1 does go down here. I don't know, I think the priorities are almost a little skewed here. Like, getting the kill on the Drow is great. In the long term, you're going to be way more glad you got a kill on Drow than you got a kill on
Yeah, I
nobody
don't
at all.
think Drow is
But
gonna
it
be the
has to be
problem.
Adam.
So.
You have to kill this Leshrac. You have to kill him soon. You die
I'm
before
just gonna
Lance for this
AFK
great-
for like 20 minutes and farm. It's good that they got the kill though. They need every kill that they
Yeah.
can get.
Invisibility. Leshrac didn't say anything when he used that invisor, and that's weird.
Adam's
Gonna,
here with
yeah,
Nimbus.
pop in on bot.
Oh,
No duel on this
Duel?
LC.
oh yeah, not level 6.
Slark's just gonna walk away. Slark's gonna turn back
That's
around.
so
This is
sad.
nuts. He's so low. Not
That's
that
why
nuts,
you
so he's okay.
But you need to tell your supports to leave you solo for a bit so you can get solo XP.
Hey, he did go solo for a bit. It's just he's that far behind.
True, but
Went to mid and steward over that for a minute. By the way, we haven't done the roll calls. 10 minutes we haven't done the roll call, so I know we got roll call fans in the audience. Here it is. On Team Cryptic, pause 1 on the Slark, you've got Meth, who's being blasted right and undying. Pause 2, you've got Carp on the Puck, or Carp.
I'll take that.
Pause 3, you've got Rada, Chi Gast on the Dragon Knight. Pause 4, you've got S-Culture 3 on the Silencer. And pause 5, you've got Cryptic, now captain of the team, on the Dazzle. Meanwhile, on the other side of the coin, Team Roxy. Pause 1, captain of the team, Roxyroro, is just shooting Dragon Knight in the face over and over. Oh, if Cryptic's here, this is like, yeah, just a guaranteed death.
What a rotation. Cryptic's too good.
Finally get some stolen in. Of course, Adam is now here. Yep, that shallow grave was never gonna save anybody.
Roxy does this a lot. He just needs to leave lane. He just needs to leave lane like 2 minutes before this happens.
Pause 2, you've got Adam on the Leshrac. Pause 3, you've got Diva D on the LC, who is now level 6 at least. Pause 4, you've got Peaches on the Snapfire. And pause 5, you got Black Otter on the Undying. Take a look at the net worth chart here. Should be no surprises to anybody looking at this net worth chart. Leshrac ahead by quite a considerable margin. Slark's not far behind. Actually, Slark just took over somehow because Adam just lost a lot of net worth for some reason. Maybe he ate something. But, Adam at the top, Slark following pretty close behind. Then there's a pretty good gap, then there's Roxy, and then there's a pretty good gap, there's Rada, and then there's a pretty good gap, there's Puck and LC sitting there at the bottom.
You're going undying here.
Yep. Undying's going to pop ult. If he's smart, he doesn't use the tombstone unless... Okay.
Adam's here though. He's gonna 1v5.
Yeah, this is a lot for Adam to try and fight into. And he's gonna decide, no, I don't think so.
It's too tanky. They do have
Everybody
3
else is
here now though.
Yeah.
Diva.
Dragon Knight does have his ult.
Oh,
Running
Slark's
at
here.
them.
Everybody's
Oh,
here at
no.
Smash Ultimate. Poor LC.
Dead instantly.
It's
I
not
don't
very
know about
easy.
running into 4 of them.
He's just looking for the dazzle. And he didn't know Slark was here yet. 13 minutes, we're already having a 5v5. Oh my god, Slark is
Right
going
on the
balls to the
Roxy.
wall. Yeah, found
Okay.
Roxy, getting rid of Roxy.
Pretty good.
This Adam guy is taking care of everybody else, so. And here comes the
Yeah.
ult from Snapfire to make things
God, the
worse.
snap ult.
Clean up crew.
Ooh.
Oh, Meth lives.
Yeah, Slark is walking out of here. Goes under the Watcher, but only for a second. Carp is
Carp is
dead.
Unfortunate.
he phase shifts so LC can duel him. That's pretty interesting.
And then he gets tipped.
What is this? A game of some sort?
Flark is heading right for Rags as soon as humanly possible, which is interesting. So far. So far.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Best Legion performance I've seen. Damn Carp. No alt chat, please.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
LC is gonna get this T1 here. I mean, just because she got dumpstered in lane doesn't mean she's actually out of this game, though. She did get a duel,
Nope.
and this is what this hero means. If you get dumped on a lane, you still get a million duel wins. Did it really mean anything?
Has been killed.
I mean, they have a ton of damage. They don't need LC to do damage in duel. Like, they have kisses, they have left shot.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking.
And you do have the
blink on
silence so you
someone.
can stop that, but you do also have two very squishy cores on the enemy team. We're gonna be easy cannon fodder for a long time.
Bounty.
She's just a point stunner, that's all. This game.
Which obviously means that you buy eggs, right? On LC. Rush eggs.
There you go.
Easy.
I mean, after Blink,
It's an interesting way for this
guess.
fight to start. Okay, they got the global silence on Adam. They're just gonna murder him.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay.
the duel!
The Bloodstone
triple
reveal.
kill with overwhelming odds! Holy shit. Rampage?
Rampage.
No.
Oh no, the steal.
Did you see that exact same time overwhelming odds triple kill? Holy shit, what an ability.
Yeah, I buffed it too
Well,
much, I think.
Even though it started out looking really good, I think the draft efficiencies are just playing in so hard here
Radiant's bottom
already.
tower is under
Most
attack.
notably, and I hate to harp in on it, you'll notice that every time we talk about this team and its future, we talk about these two heroes. Because this guy right here, this is an angry melee creep that breathes fire sometimes. Sometimes he becomes a range creep. He is one item in, he's got Blink Dagger, and he's already having to go for BKB because he's just so far out of this game.
Dire's top tower is
And
under
that's
attack.
really
I don't think-
ultimately...
I don't think how you play DK. Like this is not how you play DK.
I don't. Yeah, in fairness, that's sort of true. On the other hand, there is no way to play DK in this game except have no impact and die over and over, and that's most DK
Yeah.
games.
Dire's
I
middle
don't know.
tower is under attack.
You know, it's the quintessential problem, and in this game, it's really rearing its head. DK has no ability to make you look at him, and every pause 3 who's like this, if you're a tanky pause 3 guy, you want everybody to be looking at you. You want to get all the attention in the world. Because you want everybody to have to bite into this big HP pool. You want everyone to have to bite into your big armor, right? You don't want to be in the situation where you blink in, you stun one guy, and then everyone runs around you, ignores you, and then just kills the other cores instead.
I mean, that was fine if they had like a Snapfire support. Like you could say the same for Legion. Like if there was a DK instead of Legion, you just point click. Like that's fine for them because they have the Snapfire for the damage. But like for them, they, like what's the follow up to DK? So,
Yeah.
like,
I mean, even
that's
even in
really
that
nothing.
case, you just rather have the LC, because then you actually get something out of that big stun, you know?
yeah, but like at least you have a play, you know. Right now,
Yeah.
DK just doesn't have a play.
Yeah, he has nowhere to go. He doesn't fit this team. He doesn't fit any team. Which I hate to flame it, but
What can you do?
I mean, hero no good. I know the pros are trying him. The pros are always gonna try and bring DK back. Okay, this is funny. I'm gonna global here.
Okay.
LC
Stop it.
really wanted to get the duel on the Dazzle there. Did not get to do that.
DK stun into no damage.
Oh no, Slurk!
Yep. They're going to use every trick in the book to try and get him out, but he actually does not make it. Duel on the puck. The Shallow Grave was already used, and the Dazzle already dead, so of course the duel
I mean,
goes
the
through. as
kisses
predicted.
itself did like the most damage in that fight. Like,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Of our eon.
Radiant structures are fortified.
At least the beast runs over the Drow in right lane, you know? At least it's like a bad lane matchup for her. You know, you get the gust, but you can't gust every second of the day. Especially not if you're silenced.
Radiant's middle
did it ban
tower has
Beastmaster?
fallen.
No, I don't think so. I don't think either of these threes really play the Beastmaster.
Oh.
Adam's still, all he's sitting on right now is just a Bloodstone and Treads, and it's like, he already feels untouchable. Drow Ranger is actually second place net worth this game.
Yeah, I mean, Adam's not dying, no. Like, he got like 5 or 6 kills early game.
Yeah, no,
Just
it's
on a
like,
snowball.
and just to think they dropped so many kills in the Drow Ranger very early, and that's good. Don't get me wrong. Better that she died than nobody died, but
Yeah.
a million times better if this guy
Not the
dies
kill you
because this
want,
guy
but
is
yeah.
their whole McGann.
You have to get kills, but not the kill you want.
Yep.
Travels, Bloodstone.
All right, Vex. Here's a pause 3 joke for you. You ready? Something I
No,
said on
but
stream
sure.
a couple of times.
Alright.
Why doesn't DK care about Pitlord?
Why?
Because Pitlord takes 35% of your damage away, but that doesn't matter for DK because he already does no damage.
Um,
We're gonna get Tormentor here. For sure goes to Silencer, who's now going to have the funny silencing glaze, which is a really annoying passive skill for him to be able to get. So it's not a bad shard in theory, but I would be very surprised if this guy was ever able to do 4 attacks in the span of one fight at this rate. Especially not if he walks right into the enemy team and gets dueled. Shallow Grave is going to be available this time, so the duel is not going to go through. But the effect of getting a kill on the enemy is still the
you can
case.
just take the Rex right now. There's no one stopping you.
Yeah. Of course they're not going to do that. They're going to walk away because we must troll the casters and we must not end when we can.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It is
Guess
the
to make
sacred
this
duty of
game
all LD
interesting.
duel teams to not finish. I don't think it
I mean, they
particularly
can't
matters.
finish, but they may
Brada
do.
is
Baiting,
somewhere.
yeah.
I'll take that.
This is bait, and they're falling for it. He just, like, showed himself deliberately and is just running around, blinking away whenever he sees anybody. They fell right for it. She was giving his team a moment breathe.
Run at them and do nothing, I guess.
Yep.
And now the Tormentor gets pinged.
Hello, Slark Courier, never mind. They do, know how where this guy is somehow. They did just exactly ping him. Of course they're not gonna check. Of course they're gonna check. This is a very ambitious duel.
Okay, yeah. Is TP out?
I don't know
TP out,
why
bro.
the team for Roxy wasn't there.
Okay.
Well, he tried to TP out and it went really well.
It's Lush.
TP out before the Lesh comes there.
Yeah, there you go. The question of the day is why wasn't Lush there to begin with? Why was he walking away when it got pinged out?
Why did
Very
Lush
odd.
stay there for so long? I don't understand.
I don't know. Got his eggs. Hey, guess what?
Rush.
Guess what item Slark doesn't have, cute Randy?
Of course. I mean, not that it matters, because, like...
This
LC's
this
not
game is
effective.
super uncompetitive at this point. It's 23 minutes. There's a 10k net
Like,
worth
she's-
advantage.
She is a factor, but not because of, like, her being able to win
I mean, it's
duels.
just a hard outdraft, I think.
Yeah.
Simple.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
You run something like if the DK is a similarly tiered hero that at least is going to do well. Like if he's a Mars or something who's about as bad as DK, and he's at least able to counter the Drow, so you don't need to constantly pull people into that lane, you know? You got
Dire's
that
middle
at
tower
least.
is under attack.
Instead of getting countered by the Drow, so he loses lane and then doesn't do anything. By the way, shoutouts to Howler, who's joined us in chat. I hope you're not trying to get banned from here too, it'll probably end about the same way.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bounty.
Adam has now finished his SNK, so now he can play. Metal Slug.
Mesh and Roxy are farming together here. Very wholesome.
Yeah, this is the greatest two ships passing in the night I've ever seen. I like Roxy's decision here, trying to go for the Frost Arrows as soon as possible, and I think that's strategically that's a good idea. You're just not going to be the damage of this team at this rate. I mean, if you are, it's going to be because the game has gone on a long time, but it hasn't swung in the enemy team's favor, right? So the Ags is a nice win-win. It helps you deal with the annoying regen and the annoying healing that the Radiant have. It's going to help you be sort of an escort fighter for Adam and Diva D. At this point in the game, again, even though it just got completely shattered in lane, donated Slark, a million agi. Does not matter, came right back. And again, we mentioned this last week, but I really have to bring up once again the perseverance factor of the Roxy team. The ability for these guys to just not get shattered when things go wrong, it's really notable. It's happened multiple games this season, where things start off looking just as bad as possible, but they don't shatter.
See, I don't think this game looked bad though. Like, one lane looked bad. Adam was owning mid from the start, and he's still owning. So like that, if Lesh was like getting owned, then maybe you could say like this game was going bad. But
I mean, this game was just a mid def actually, because like both off lanes just fucking got fucked, I guess. So.
Yeah,
it's more of like an equivalent start, honestly, because Adam had a
but
if not better start than Mef did.
The turnaround at mid, to a lesser degree, the safe lane, did happen like later on. Adam ended up having the same start that that Mef did. He did come out of lane with about equivalent money, but when things started, you know, it's easy to forget that this started out with like the Matty Boy team, sorry, the Cryptic team going like, you know, 6 or 7 kills in a row before they let one fall. They got a lot of damage in. And Carp was falling behind, sure, but he wasn't out until the first death. And even then, the pessimist in your mind always have to say, well, it's not necessarily, you know, they could just bring the Dazzle in at any time or whatever, right? Letting Slark, who is really the problem on this team, get like uber fed at the start. The LC just looked like just donating permanent agi, which is a really big thing, right? It looked bad. It, you know, even we were saying like, okay, it looks like this game might not actually go how we predicted it, just because of that. But you know, DVD,
the drop was way too bad.
Yeah, there we go.
It didn't even matter how the LC lane went.
DVD did persevere, he kept his head in the game, and personally was able to turn around his ungodly fortunes. Got an ultra kill to start things off. That's not a good start, I don't know what is. Understood the cards they stole in the pocket and let themselves keep going. And again, you know, okay. Yeah, they're gonna
not
drop
killing him.
A lot. Yeah. They even dropped the global silence. It doesn't even take the first life. Oh my god, Patriots is gonna take the first life. Never mind. More staff coming out there. Very good.
Yeah, the silence on Buck.
The Black Otter Force stuff, too good.
Yep. DK is gonna buy. Adam's making a million split earths.
Yeah, this constant no-go zone.
Oh my god. Slark almost just stood in it.
It's like an underrated reason why Lesh is such a godly tower pusher. Like, he can like bother uphill so effectively with Mef.
Yeah, Mef is going in here. He's starting things out. Good positioning on the Dragon Knight, but he's just so far gone. It doesn't matter. Yep, Slark just running off, trying to chase the back line. They're going to take the Undying.
Oh, proc. Worse than chip proc, unfortunate.
Have a little humility. 2 buys come out on Radiant. Dragon Knight and the Dazzle come out there. Vex, good news. I don't think you're playing tonight.
Nice.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Was he supposed to be playing?
Yeah, if this game went on too long, DVD would have had to leave and he would have had to step in. But
Yeah.
Oh.
this game is basically all done at 30 minutes, so.
Barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Shadow Ranger has BKB mostly done. Reason the snap. Tying the drum to this. Look at just the items, you can really see the story of these two teams this game. It's like ad onem. I didn't even notice that. The Slark has what feels like
Okay,
pretty much the
LC.
same- Oh. LC is gonna hit BKB and walk away. The Slark inventories, just got that BKB coming out here. BKB into Scotty, that's a very optimistic quick buy, I must say. Well, this is going to be an awkward meeting if these two actually get to go at it. Nope. Slark is going to walk off, go to that camp. And get spotted. And interestingly, is going to make the decision that he can actually take the Leshrac, but...
Oh, God,
oh no.
You're stuck here, my friend. Oh.
Oh, never mind. Cancel
right
the...
into the Legion.
Oh, no.
Oh my. That is a modern tragedy.
Yeah.
This stupid area, why is this negation?
Oh, just to get Slark stuck there.
Yeah, it's just to troll people. It's like the only reason.
Last T3 under siege here. Surprised Dire doesn't fortify their own structures to counteract that. Not like they particularly need to. New wave coming in here anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they have no counter map pressure either. Like, these... Realistically, in like a game that's competitive, you would have your carry hitting a side lane right now, and like at least pressuring a tier 2.
Well, carry was trying to hit a side lane, and that's how this started.
He was hitting it before they were pushing though, which is the issue. Like, you have to see them commit to a lane and then push the other one. So either like they TP and stop committing quite as hard to that lane, or they don't and maybe lose to tier 2.
Well, I think we've all learned a very valuable lesson here today. Don't pick DK. Max, what do you think?
I mean, don't pick DK if you're not me.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, I'd love to say more about this game. I really would, but like, the DK just... It was the anchor around their neck this game. It was like the Legion Commander in the series for the Cranberry Sprite team last week. Oh yeah. Just reminding everybody of that because Cryptic does not seem to have one. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to say more than that, but it really does just kind of come down to this. You had a lot of ways to stop the LC duel. That's nice. That's good. That's a great start. You had a lot of ways to potentially cancel out things like the Snapfire ult to stop Undying from being able to hit all his buttons, and you even had some pretty good gap clear for the Drow Ranger. But you could interfere with all these things, but it felt so difficult to like get anything done with it. You could get in Drow's face, you couldn't kill her though. You could stop Snapfire from hitting buttons, and then she just hits buttons again in 3 seconds anyway. You can stop the LC from being able to win a duel, but she still just kills whoever she duel targeted, and that's all she really cares about in a game that looks like this. I don't know. We'll see if they can turn this around next time.